Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jimmy James. You're watching Catch It Live first. We've got Wigan Warriors playing Hull FC in the Super League, the Betfred Super League. We've not kicked off yet. It is going to be Wigan getting us underway, kicking from right to left in the usual cherry and white. Hull FC playing in the usual black with white. Go through the teams quickly. Hull, Tuimavava, they go with. We'll go through the team. SASA, Lane, Smith, Gardner, Barron, Lewis, Moy, Charles, Chamberlain, Briscoe, Aidin, and Cartwright. Wigan go with Field, Kieran, Wardle, Marshall, Havard, Mago, Patrick Mago starting, Thompson, Lehman, Nsemba, Walters, Eckersley, Douglas, and Farrimond. And Kieran gets us underway. Excuse me. Kicks it deep to Hull's left. And they run it out to the 10. Safely taken. Hopefully these graphics down here will sort themselves out shortly. If you wanted to watch this game live as well, it is on, I believe it's on the BBC somewhere. But if you can't find it there, if you've got a funded account at Bet365, they've also got live video. So you can keep up to date with that. Right, just double check that there is live video. There is indeed, which we can't show on YouTube for obvious reasons. But there is. Live video of it. So let us know what you're thinking in the chat. Straight away. That's a Wigan penalty, a foul on J Field. I think it was just a bit of a high tackle. Let's just try and sort this. Is that any better? It is, no, not really. I'm reluctant to change it because I did this last time. There's a knock on by Patrick Mago. So Wigan got the penalty. We're up to the 30 in Hull's half, and then Patrick Mago's knocked on, so that'll be a scrum. Head and feed to Hull. Look like it's been ripped out, actually, that. Yeah. Either way, Hull have got away with one there. Oh, trying to break away there. Good tackle by J Field. Let's see how we get on with that. Just going to make this blank a little bit bigger. There's just a break in the stream on Sky at the minute, so apologies for that. Come on, Sky, sort it out. Get a grip. I think everybody's has paused. It's not just us. Let us know in the chat what you're thinking anyway. We've got a pause screen at the minute. We'll go back. Reload it. It's alright, Sky Plus, but with it being streamed, there is a bit of a lag, which is alright. You know, I don't mind that. But it's just when it pauses like that, you've got to restart it. And then we've got to pause again. Oh no. Now we're back into high def. It's a Wigan scrum. 5 minutes gone. Still Wigan 0, Hull FC 0. Everything's good with the volumes, it sounds like. We just need the feed to keep going. Ethan Havard trying to drive it up to Hull's 30-metre line. He's just short there. Lehman's in at dummy half. He goes to the right to Kieran. Thompson drives it in. He's about 25 metres out down the right-hand side. Now Wigan comes central with Mago. He's just gone over the 18-yard line from the football field, getting towards the penalty spot. Wigan coming down the left, fourth tackle. Kieran. That's all right, that tackle. Borderline, but okay. Little grubber kick comes in from Lehman. It's bouncing around in behind the goals. I thought Ethan Havard was going to be lucky there and just be able to drop on it. But it just bounced away from him. Typical bounce of a rugby ball. So it'll be a goal line dropout under the post. It was put out by... Who was it who put that out? Ashworth. Who's supposed to be, he's down as a substitute, so he's either on early and I've missed that interchange, or the lineup was slightly wrong. Parliament in at dummy half. About 15 metres out from Hull's line. Havard over the 10 metre, coming down the left-hand side now, brought down by two Hull players. Lehman, dummy half, central to Kieran, thinks about a little kick, then he throws it left to Farriman. They've got numbers on the outside, Wigan. They'll be in with Douglas. He gets his first try for Wigan. Finished it well. Finished it well, the young man. I'm wondering, I've missed the... Oh no, Miski is on the substitutes bench. He's just not starting. But Wigan will be needing a convincing win here if they can get it, because they currently sit third in the Betfred Super League. Hull Kingston Rovers in first place, Warrington in second. Wigan will go joint top if they win this game, which, let's be honest, they should do. However, doesn't always go to plan, as we've seen this season. Lovely play there by Wigan. It was Lehman who was in at dummy half, spread the ball right to Kieran. Kieran dummied as though he was going to put a little grubber kick in, but he carried it on going to Farriman, and then Wigan just shipped it outside where they had Douglas on the overlap. And it was a pretty simple try for the young man. Used his pace and got in. He got in with ease, really. So it's going to be Adam Kieran on kicking duties. There's no Cade Ellis. He's got a suspension, I think, hasn't he? So far it's Wigan Fuller Hull 0, conversion to come. It's from the right-hand side for Wigan, which is also the right side for Kieran because he's a left footer, but he's right on the touchline. Couldn't get any more further out without being out to play. Good distance on it. Just pushes it across. Good distance though there. So it'll stay Wigan Fuller Hull FC 0. Like I said, if you didn't know, I think Empire Maker was telling me yesterday that this matchup is on the BBC somewhere. But if it's not, if you've got a funded Bet365 account, you can watch it on the live stream. It's actually live video as well. Hull get us back underway. Put it down Wigan's right. Thompson brings it back. He's driven back though there. So Wigan will be starting about 12 metres out. Inside to Walters. No, it's been stolen. That'll be... Yeah, that's a penalty to Wigan. It was Aiden who was messing about there apparently. So Farrimond puts it out of touch. Wigan will be starting about 40 metres out from their own line. And it's Ethan Havard driving it up towards halfway line. Referee blows his whistle, makes him go back. Moved off the mark there. Thompson drives it over the halfway line. He had Nsemba in close proximity, but decides to keep hold of the ball there. Safety the better part of valour. Farrimond, Wigan are looking to play expansive when they can. But Farrimond takes a tackle there. Just short of Hull's 40-metre line. Mago, lovely pass to Kieran. Kieran goes over the 40. He's trying to get to the 30. Brought down just short of it. Little chip kick into the corner there from Kieran. Down the right-hand side. Number 37 for Hull. Moy takes the kick, but then he's bundled into touch. And that'll be the handover to Wigan. Liam Marshall in attendance there with Wardle and Nsemba. And the little fullback had not much chance once he couldn't get down to the floor, so he's over the dead ball line. Into touch he goes. So that's driven in by Eckersley now. About 5 metres out. Wigan right under the post. Thompson trying to bulldoze his way through. Short by a metre. That's an awful play of the ball, and it'll be a knock on that. Crazy from Wigan. Just trying to play the ball too quickly and not doing the basics there, Thompson, but you can understand why. He had a few hands in his face as well there, and as he was trying to get up and play the ball, it just squirted out. And that's head and feed. Not in a good position really for Hull, to be honest, but they'll certainly take it on the 10-metre line, right on the penalty spot. Driven back there though, loses some metres there, does the Hull player. So two metres lost there on the first tackle. Cartwright drives it in, he thinks of an offload, then he thinks better of it because Havard's in there, Thompson and Jake Wardle. Going nowhere at the minute, Hull, 2 tackles gone. They've not even got out of the penalty area yet, centre field. Wigan were offside there, they've got away with that. Farrimond went early. Hull are up to the 20 now. I don't know why that wasn't given, in fairness, because the referee's seen it clearly. The kick on the 4th tackle do Hull. 40-20. The bounce is kind though to field, picks it up. Plays it inside to Douglas. Douglas almost up to the halfway line. Just a couple of 3 metres short. Eckersley does go over the halfway line, right centre field. Leeming dummy half. Little pass there to Liam Marshall, who's in the line, doing some work for the forwards. Marshall gets over the 40. Quick play of the ball. Leeming goes right this time. Thompson ships it on to Mago. Out to Farriman. They're going down the right-hand side here, Wigan. J Field, he's ripped up well though there by the Hull players. Patrick Mago, centre field. Thinks about a little pass. Gets an offload off in the end to Kieran, who picks it up off the floor. They're shipping it left now, Wigan. And Sember. Marshall can't keep that in though. And Marshall's just telling everybody, calm down. It'll be a handover to Hull. It was Nsemba with the ball that went past Wardle's nose, so he moved out the way of it. It was behind Marshall, and as it rolled towards the touchline, Hull twinkle toes. Liam Marshall tried staying in field while he picked it up, but couldn't manage it. And it'll be a handover. Hull will be starting on their own 40. Good defence there from Wigan. Lost some metres there, did Hull. Farrimond and Walters in attendance. Second tackle, Hull finally get back to where they started. Now they're almost a break, over halfway there. Hull over Wigan's 40 now. Driven in hard there. Havard makes the tackle, but the offload comes in. Trying to come down the right-hand side now with Cartwright. Over the 30. Nice play that by Hull. 4 tackles gone. Coming back central. Driven straight. Havard in with the tackle. Cruz Leeming assists. And the 5th tackle is right centre field. The chip kick comes in down the right-hand side. Taken by Field. He heads to the floor, but there's no Hull player in attendance, so he gets up. Makes another couple of metres, and he's finally brought down. Wigan will be starting on their own 5. Marshall drives it in, gets over the 10, gets another 2 or 3 metres after contact, which is helping Wigan, no doubt. Tries to milk a penalty there, Liam Marshall. He was getting messed about with a little bit, but the referee says, come on, play on. Leeming in at dummy half. Ball to Walters, over the 30. There's a head. There's somebody down for Hull there. Leeming was pointing to the referee to say something wrong with him. But we play on. Now he's getting it. Yeah, the physios are on, so he's getting attended to. And on the 5th, Kieran kicks from his own 40. Down the centre of the field, taken on the 20 by Hull. And who was that? Was it? Not sure what Barron it was. Drove it to the 30. But once again, Hull lose yardage there. The referee's just blown his whistle now, so everybody's going to get a quick drink, just while the Hull player gets some treatment. It is to his head, and they're checking his neck. I think it was somebody, it might have been Walters who fell on him. Chamberlain, I think it was, who fell on, Walters who fell on Chamberlain, I think. He's got, physio's giving Chamberlain the thumbs up and the bench, so he'll carry on. I think it was his right shoulder actually, and into his neck. But he looks okay. So referee, right, we're back underway. Hull, just over their own 30, centre field, stopped by Nsemba and Patrick Mago. Blimey, that's a wall, a defensive wall. SA drives it in. Farrimond in attendance with Eckersley and Walters. Almost up to Hull's 40. 4 tackles gone though, and they're struggling to make... That was a forward pass, not given. We play on. So the 5th tackle, and Hull are going to be kicking from inside their own half. It's kicked along the ground. Easy take though there. The bounce was kind to J Field. just runs it back and Wigan will be starting on their own 30. Let us know in the chat what you're thinking. Liam Marshall drives that forward, just short of the 40. Leaming in at dummy half, spreads it right. Patrick Mago wasn't looking then, so it was obvious he wasn't going to be getting involved in that play, and it was a missed pass, which it was. And Walters over the halfway line. Brought down well by two Hull defenders, doesn't make much ground after the impact. Now Wigan are trying to run it down the left-hand side, field into the line. Wide ball it to Marshall. As he got pace, he's going to go into touch, so he puts a little chip kick inside. Dropped by Hull. Kicked on by Kieran. But I think that's got to be Wigan's ball, because the Hull player would have been offside. So it will be a Wigan scrum. Marshall was going down an ever-decreasing wedge there as he was trying to get to the line. He was going to go into touch. So he put that chip kick in field as he does. It was a lovely kick. Dropped by the... I couldn't see who it was because they changed the angle. Dropped by a Hull player. Then it was knocked on, and eventually the referee's blown his whistle and said, head and feet to Wigan, scrum on the 10, right centre field. Wigan come down the right. They've got a man out on the right, Douglas, but they can't get the ball out there. Good tackle by Hull. Fireman takes the tackle. Missed pass for Mago. Thompson drives it in. He's about 3 metres short. Under the post. Leaming at dummy half. Looks right. Then he goes left. Little pass there to Ethan Havard. Havard spins in the tackle but can't get the ball away. He's about 2 metres short. Wigan coming down the right-hand side now. Patrick Mago, centre field. Thinks about a pass, then drives it forward himself. He's looking for the offload, but he's well wrapped up there by Hull. 4 tackles gone. Wigan are spreading it right now. They've got a man over, but they don't need him because Eckersley into the line at pace just slides over there. And that'll be another 4 added to Wigan's total, making it 8-0. You can see what Wigan were doing there. They were trying to get it out to Douglas on that wing. Hull were aware of it, so they kind of split the defensive line a little bit. But that left the gap for Eckersley. It was a lovely pass right into his midriff. Didn't break stride. And he just ploughed over the line. Nothing Hull could do about that, really. All the players are blowing a little bit. Almost 21 minutes gone. It looks like it's a warm day in Wigan. A little bit overcast as well. And anyone who's a football fan, breaking news. Looks like Manchester United have sold Scott McTominay to Napoli. Apparently, I think it's 27 million euros or something like that, 30 million euros. And that deal is supposed to be done as long as they can agree personal terms, which they will. So, yeah, Scott McTominay, he's on his way to Italy. This kick for Kieran, it's from the right-hand side for Wigan, which is the right side for Kieran, because he is a left footer. And it's about 5-6 yards in from the touchline, so a little bit easier than his first one. But he was just slid past the posts on the left-hand side. No problem with distance. It's just trying to get that accuracy. He's eyeing up them posts. A little step backwards. 1, 2, strike, and this time adjust nicely. Straight through the middle of the post there, so it's Wigan 10, Hull FC still to score. They're playing well, Hull, but the problem they've got, they can't get any go forward on their attack. Wigan's defence is just too strong at the minute. And when they're playing the one-out rugby, it's not really working for them, because when you've got the likes of Mago, you've got Ethan Havard, you've got Thompson and Sember, it's just too much. Oh, somebody's on the shoulder there. Was that Chamberlain again? He hurt his shoulder before. And I think that might be because of the earlier incident as well. Wigan kick on the third there. There's nobody back at home for Hull, so they're going to have to chase it all the way. Moy picks it up. Good chase by Wigan. And Sember in attendance. Wardle, Leeming. Hull will be starting on their own about 12 metres out. It's centre field. Just over the 20, but I think Wigan might be offside there. They are. They were offside earlier. Farrimond again. He was quick out of the line earlier and got away with one. Farrimond. This time the referee pings him. So just what Hull needed, because they were under a little bit of pressure there. So anything up towards halfway. Well, they're up to their own 40. Now they're trying to spread it down the right-hand side. They're going to have to start spreading it about Hull, because going one at rugby against Wigan is just not working for them. They're actually losing yardage with that ploy, so maybe spreading it one or two passes before straightening it up might work better for them. They're over halfway line now, right on the penalty spot now. Now they make another... There's nobody in at dummy half there for Hull. Wigan were a little bit asleep because the ball was there, available. Nobody reacted, and Hull player came in, picked it up, and Hull are up to Wigan's 30. They've gone over the 30, approaching the 20. Little offload there. Somebody's knocked it on. It's going to be head and feed to Wigan. Brad Fash came in. He's on the field now. He was involved there. You can't miss him with his blonde hair and his... that's a proper mullet he's got going on there. I do like watching Brad Fash though. There's always something happening when he's on the pitch. Chamberlain, I think he's gone off now, just having a look at his right shoulder and his right arm. Patrick Mago drives it up from the scrum. Actually, he doesn't. Tyler Dupree it was. But maybe you can confuse the two. Wigan coming down the left-hand side now with Wardle, just over halfway line. Marshall in at dummy half. Spreads it right to Leeming. Wigan have got a man over. It's out to Eckersley on the right-hand side. He's got field there. He took the pass though, and he had to lift his arms up to catch it, and it took all the momentum out of the move. So fourth tackle, Wigan coming down the left-hand side now. Kieran breaks the line kind of, gets a pass away to Marshall, and it goes over Marshall's head, and it'll be the handover to Hull. He had one or two Hull players hanging off his shirt there, did Kieran, and you would have never have thought he'd have got that much power on the pass. And I think it shocked him and Marshall, because Marshall came in slightly, anticipating that offload or that pass. If he'd have stayed where he was, it would have been a cracking pass. Eckersley's down at the minute for Wigan, just having some treatment on his, looks like right ankle. He's okay, he's walking away. Gives it a little trot. Yeah, he's fine. So Hull, Brad Fash coming down the left, gets over the 30, then he's driven back a metre. But 3 metres made on that first tackle. Hull almost up to Wigan's 40. Slightly down the left-hand side. Now they come centre field. Yeah, what? One pass there, and now they're losing ground again, and Sember and Kieran in the tackle. They're back on their own 30 now, Hull. Dupree takes the impact. Finished off by Havard. Hull coming down the left-hand side. This is better now. They've got a break on here. Cuts inside. He's surely going to be tackled there. He is about right on the edge of the 18-yard penalty area. Centre field, 5th tackle. They've got a man out on the right-hand side if they can get it to him. Might not need to. They indeed don't. And Cartwright goes over the line there on the 5th tackle. Referee blows his whistle. Forward to Hull. Lovely move there by Hull. It started down the left-hand side. I've just been saying earlier, Nostradamus, Jimmy James, the one-out rugby or one-pass, two-pass straightening it up isn't working for Hull. As soon as they can get around Wigan's big men in defence, they look much more dangerous. And that's what happened there. They got down the left-hand side, the winger cut in, came across field, he was tackled, but then they shipped it right again. Marshall was out of position slightly. Marshall tried making the tackle, but couldn't get there. He was just pushed off. He was too small, really, to make the tackle. He tried going for the ball. And Cartwright, who's come back on after that arm injury. Easy tackle over the line. That'll be Hull forward. And the conversion to come, which is down the right-hand side. Going to be Jack Charles with the kick. It's going to be a difficult kick because it's down the right-hand side and he's a right-footed kicker. I'm guessing it's about 7 metres in, something like that, from the right-hand side. It's going to be a difficult kick. Walks towards the ball, strikes it well, strikes it very well, and at the last minute it just drifts past the left-hand upright. It looked like it was going in that until it just drifted at the last minute. So it'll stay Wigan 10, Hull FC 4. Good try there though from Hull, like I said, moving it around the edges and getting around Wigan's big men in defence. And it did the trick. Wigan fans still in good voice though. And it'll be Kieran to get us underway. Goes pretty central there. SASA drives it in. Just short of the 20, centre field. Hull dummy half drives it himself, only makes a yard or two there though. And Walter's in with a tackle. Bash, he's driving it forward, almost up to the 30. There again, one out rugby from Hull. Harvey Hill's come in, Patrick Mago's gone off. 4 tackles gone and Hull are still in their own half. Nice play though there, just right on the halfway line. Pretty central. It's going to be a kick across the ground. Blimey. The kicker got pinned late, I thought, by... Yeah, I thought the kicker got taken a little bit late there by a Wigan player. I couldn't tell you who it was. I just saw him going down. I was following the ball. Oh well. Nothing given. Wigan up to their own 30. Just get over there with... excuse me, with Douglas. Just short of their own 40 now. 4 tackles gone. Good defensive set this from Hull. Leaning, spreads it right. Farrimond puts a kick in. Central, but it's right down the throat of the Hull defender and they'll be starting. Oh, he gets a little pass out wide right there. He's going to have to come in as a Hull player because if not, you're going into touch. He gets the offload off as he was going into touch. It hit Jake Wardle. And then... I don't know if it was played at by Jake Wardle or not, but it definitely came off him as it went into play. So it's been given at the minute as the handover. The offload, the whole player tried coming back inside because he knew, and Sember, Marshall, Kieran, then Wardle was getting involved. As Wardle went to get into the tackle, that's not been given a... Yeah, right, so what's happened there, he got the offload away as he was going into touch, did the whole player, but it hit Jake Wardle's hand and went into touch. So initially they gave the handover to Wigan, but then I think the touch judge said it came off Wardle. So rightly so, it was a Hull ball on the centre spot, and they're coming down the left-hand side now. Fash is tackled by Eckersley and Farrimond. Over the 30-metre line, centre field Hull. Fuller tackle's gone. Coming into this game now, Hull. Now they're coming down this right-hand side. They've not got numbers there, and it's getting tight. He's going to have to come back in field. Fifth tackle. Chip kick comes in. It's going to land on the 10. Marshall goes up for it, along with Jay Field. Marshall gets the ball. And then they've given away... Hull have given away a penalty there to Wigan, messing about, stopping Marshall, trying to get to his feet. And it was Ashworth. All that hard work, all that pressure they put on Wigan there. They had Wigan starting from their own, about 5 metres out, down the left-hand side. And then just giving that penalty away, it's going to be an easy out there for Wigan now. They'll probably be starting about their own, just short of their own 30. And Sember drives it in. Gets about 32 metres out there. Leeming dummy half. Missed pass to Harvey Hill. That's going to be another penalty. It might have been a high tackle there on Liam Burns coming. They're also offside, Hull, so take your pick. So Farrimond puts another kick in. Wigan will be starting on Hull's 30. Not helping themselves there, Hull. Harvey Hill drives it over the 30. Centre field, Leeming goes right. Farrimond in the line to Dupree. Dupree straightens it up over the 20. Down the right hand side. Now they're coming down the left, Wigan. Kieran with a long pass out to Wardle. Wardle's got Marshall outside of him but doesn't use him. Goes himself, spins out the tackle, but tackled the second time. And Sember, they go down the short side, thinks about an offload, takes the tackle now. He's about 6 metres out. There's Marshall on the touchline. They won't be using him though, because he'll just get driven into touch. They're going to spread it right now. Couple of missed passes there. Farrimond, Walters, Jay Field comes away from the first tackler, Brad Fash. Can't right. Pins Jay Field though there. Fifth tackle, 20 metres out. They're going down the short side again. Down this right hand side. Walters takes the tackle. That'll be the handover. Good defence there from Hull. Kind of lost the way a little bit at the end of that set, did Wigan, but they'll be quite happy. Almost 35 minutes gone. Leading 10 points to 4. Try and pen Hull in there now. And then start their next set of 6 in good field position. That's definitely the intention. Kieran and Sember. Liam Byrne the tackle there. And Hull are struggling to get over their own 20, and that's 3 tackles gone. Still about 22 metres out. 4 tackles gone. Kicking on the 4th. Jay Field's back at home. Stops it with his foot on his own 30. Drives it up to the 40. And that's where Wigan will be starting from. Just slightly down the left-hand side. There's a Hull player left on the floor. Is it Cartwright again? Physio's on. It is Cartwright again. This time I think it might have been contact with his head. He might have got in the wrong position during the... Oh no, blimey. Oh, it's contact with the head, all right. He's got, his face is just covered in blood. That's awful, that. It's right over his left eye. And anyone who's eating a kebab or anything, or you're having a bloody steak, I hope that doesn't put you off if you've just seen it. His face was literally just covered in blood. The claret is flowing there. Let's hope he's all right. In fact, the referee stopped the game here. Physio's dealing with him. I think he's going to have to change his shirt as well. He's going to have to go off, actually. Is it? They're holding his nose as well. I think he might have broke his nose and done his eye in the same tackle. Hopefully it's not his eye and it's just his nose. But yeah, the referee is just stopped the game, blood injury. So it's they're holding the bridge of his nose, but it also looks like he's got something on his left eye as well. So he's been in the wars in the first half as Cartwright, but he's also got the try for Hull. So he's up on his feet now. He's still holding his nose. Gets a good round of applause from the Wigan fans and Hull fans alike. So I don't know if it's a cut or if it is just watching that. Oh my word, it was his own player on the top of his head as they went into the tackle. Right, he caught him flush right on the bugle with the top of his teammate's head. Hopefully he's alright. And it is a head injury assessment. So the game gets underway. 6 again to Wigan, messing about with the play of the ball. Just short of Hull's 30, centre field, into Harvey Hill. Ships it right to Liam Byrne, but he was pretty stationary when he took that pass. Still makes a couple of metres after contact though. Now they're going to come down the left-hand side, Wigan. Farrimond, Kieran, Marshall, round the back. He's going to go into touch if he isn't careful. He cuts infield there, then he takes the tackle. Three tackles gone. Wigan now centre field, just over the 30. Harvey Hill driving up to the 10. That's where he's downed. Wigan going down the right. Thinks about a little kick. Dummies it. Farrimond out to J Field. Puts a little grubber kick in. It's fielded by Hull. Just stays in touch. But they're playing this ball from behind their own goal line there. Still only a metre out as that tackle's made. Now they're over the 10. So they've got a bit of room to play with there. Now they're at the edge of the 18-yard area. You can see the football markings on the pitch. 4 tackles gone. Hull coming down the left-hand side now. 1 out rugby though. Only get to about 22 metres. That's the 5th tackle. Brad Fash in at dummy half. Kick comes in towards Wigan's right-hand side. Taken on the full by Field. He's already over the halfway line. And he's tackled a couple of metres inside Hull's half. Hull side there. Got away with that one. And that looks like, was it Douglas? Up to Hull's 40. Robert Harvison. Not a bad game. Hull playing better than I thought they would. They certainly are, mate. They look better when they're going down the sides of Wigan, you know, around the edges. That one out rugby, they're not making good yardage, are they? But when they spread that ball wide, they do look good. And that's been lost in the tackle there by, was it Farrimond? Yeah. Hull coming down the right-hand side. Almost up to halfway line. Little offload comes in. And just over 60 seconds to go. Hope you're doing well, Robert, by the way. I hope you've had a good week, mate. .60 seconds left. Hull right on the halfway line. Are you watching this match, Robert? Is it... I believe it was on the BBC, although I didn't see anything. Whether it was the red button or something. Or it is being streamed on Bet365 as well. Or Sky Plus if you've got that. Offload. Hull still in possession, lose a metre or two, but they're on Wigan's, just near Wigan's 40. They're coming down the left-hand side. 30 seconds left, so plenty of time for Hull here. What do they go with here? Straighten it up, one out rugby, that's going nowhere. So 10 seconds left, fifth tackle. Liam Byrne and Harvey Hill. They're running it down the right-hand side. Little grubber kick comes in. Too much on that, though. That'll go behind. And that'll be the end of the first half. The hooter will go. It does indeed. So it's Wigan are winning 10 points to 4. But let's be honest, I expected it to be a little bit higher than that. And Hull are still in this game, that is for sure. All the players look like they're blowing, as you would expect at half-time, but it does look like it's a bit of a warm one. While that's happening, I'm going to go for a quick toilet break. I'll be back in a second. I'm busting for a pee. I shouldn't have had that coffee at the start. I'll be back in a second. Oh, I made the fatal mistake. I made myself another coffee. That'll have gone through me by the time this second half ends. Must have a bladder like a grape. It's all right till you break the seal, and then that's it. Especially with coffee, though. Just waiting for the second half to get underway. Liverpool and Brentford, they're kicking off at 4:30 today. Just catching up with the football. Anybody who doesn't want to know a football result, shut your ears now. Bournemouth and Newcastle. I'll give you the thumbs up when I've finished talking about it. After now. Bournemouth 1, Newcastle 1. That's in the 5th minute of added on time. You're safe. We've stopped talking about football now. Although I don't know if I'm safe. My Jack Russell Henry, he's going to be starting. Yeah, I'm talking about you. He's going to be starting barking any minute now. I can just tell. Probably an ant walking up the driveway. Line to Robert in the live chat there. I know he's a Leeds fan. Good result for Leeds on Friday. Taylor Dane playing on the tannoy at the Brick Community Stadium. Can't get used to that name. Can't get used to it, but there you go. Everything moves on. Blimey. Hull KR. They gave Saints a good old spanking, didn't they? Salford give Huddersfield a right good spanking as well. G says a love art for Wigan. Certainly agree. Need to win this game though to go back joint top of the league. Leeds beating Catalan 18-6. I didn't see that game on Friday. And I didn't see Warrington playing Castleford either. Putting a good performance in this season though, Hull KR. I've got to say, before the season, I didn't expect that at all. But there you go. There's usually someone who comes out of the pack that's a bit of a surprise. And this season, to me, it's definitely Hull KR. Not so much Warrington. Just hoping Cartwright's okay as well for Hull FC at half time. He got a try on 28 minutes, but he had a couple of injuries with his, it looked like to me, his right arm, kind of where you get your pinched nerve or something. And he ran it off. He went down in another tackle, was injured. He went over for the try and then got injured with a bad head collision with his teammate. And he went off with a head injury assessment. Looks like he's broke his nose. But I couldn't tell if he had a cut over his left eye or not, or whether that was just blood from his nose that made it look like whether it looked just like he'd had an eye cut as well. It's going to be an interesting second half, this. I hope it's not going to be one of them where Wigan come out, start slowly, full draw level. Wigan get somebody sent off. Kieran, I'm thinking of. Tyler Dupree, I'm thinking of. Thompson's not averse to pushing the boundaries, is he? And it just, from what should have been a comfortable victory, you end up coming away with nothing. But let's think positive. Obviously, if you're not a Wigan fan, or if you're a Hull fan, you'll be hoping for exactly that. But as a Wigan fan, I've got to say, I'll take the 2 points, but if we can put some points on the board as well, everything goes to help when you want that top spot. Some lovely young ladies from Wigan there having a couple of pints in the crowd. The little Babs there, she's got her Wigan Warriors top on. The future's looking bright. Who knows, in a few years she might be playing for Wigan ladies. Players are just coming out now. Briscoe's out. He's ready for Hull. Gee, what do you think about the Brick Community Stadium? Doesn't sound right. G says she's been a Wigan fan all my life. The best time with the 80s for me. And me. I've got to say, I used to listen to early 80s when Martin Offiah was playing and Sean Edwards. That was before I could get it on Sky as well. I used to listen to it on the radio Sunday afternoons. Always used to be unstoppable Wigan though, weren't they? It was almost a foregone conclusion every game that they were going to win. But you know, since then, G, this Super League, it's changed, hasn't it? It's a lot closer. The games are a lot closer than they used to be back in the 70s and 80s. I remember going watching Wigan, the very first club championship against Manly. We're all packed in like sardines. Can't, because I live in Devon now, so I never get to go and watch the matches, but still like watching it, I've got to say. We're back underway. Wigan in possession, getting driven back towards their own line here. Great stuff by Hull. Who took that? Blimey, Liam Byrne getting shoved back. It's normally him going the other way and making yards after the impact. Not the case there. He must have lost about 10 metres. Needed support from his teammates to stop being pushed over his own goal line. And Sember sorts it out though, almost up to the 20. G says no. Who's that? Tyler Dupree up to the 35th tackle. Kick comes in from Kieran. Down the left-hand side, straight into the arms though. Moy brings it back to the 30. He's going to get driven back, is he? Not much though, by Nsemba, Harvey Hill and Jake Wardle. So he did well there, the little fullback. G says, yeah, Ellery Hanley too. Brilliant it was. I went to Wembley a few times. You're local. I've got family who still live in Wigan. But my cousin lives in Wigan. And, she's not a Wigan fan. She's not a rugby fan. They're all into horses. Weird. Who doesn't like rugby if you come from Wigan? Hull coming down this left-hand side. Farriman needs to make that tackle. He does. 5th tackle. messing about with the play of the ball there. Don't be giving 6 again. What they're going to do, Hull, they're going to run it down the left. Fash, little pass. Out to the winger, grubber kick. Picked up by Field. He's going to get driven into touch, though. And that's going to be Hull possession. It's going to be a turnover or a handover. And straight after half-time, this is what I feared was going to happen. Wigan start slowly. Hull come out fired up. He tried running infield there, did J-Field, because he knew what was coming, but he couldn't stop it. And Hull will be starting on Wigan's 20-metre line. Spread right, centre field, driven forward. Cartwright's not coming back. Driven forward there now, and they're making metres there. Over the 10, they're going to be about 6 metres out from Wigan's post. Pretty central. He's going to have to take the tackle there, is Moy. No, referee says you don't. Well, alright then, fair enough. So he sets off again. Centre field. I've just seen your comment, G. I agree with you. Just about a metre out now. Burning attendance. Short pass, trying to get over the line. Nothing happening there though. When Sember's there. J Field, 5th tackle. They're coming down the right-hand side. Are they going to run it? They are. They're going to get wrapped up there, though. And that'll be the handover to Wigan. G said, if you don't like rugby or pies, you're not a proper Wiganer. Tell you what, G. Like I said, I live in Devon. But, you know Cars pasties? I get them delivered. They deliver them in a freezer box. Can't get away from Cars pasties. Can't be doing with these Cornish pasties either. You need a Cars pasty. You can take the boy out of Manchester. You can't take Manchester out of the boy. Wigan driving it up now. 4th tackle, almost up to their own 40. Lehman in at dummy half, puts the kick in himself. Is it going on the full? It is. It's gone out on the full there. So, not an auspicious start this from Wigan in the second half. It's been pretty much all Hull. A few mistakes creeping in from Wigan as well. Lehman was in at dummy half. Decided on the 5th to put the kick in. And it was premeditated. You could tell. Spread it left to Kieran and let him do the kicking. Hull, centre field, just approaching Wigan's 30. They're spreading it left, now they straighten it up. Moy there, getting tackled by Liam Byrne. Spreads it wide now to Fash, he's up to the 20. Then the left for Hull, now they're coming to the right hand side. They've got a man over there, that's a knock on. Tried the missed pass. Liam Marshall was there, decided to pause, let the Hull player take the ball and then tackle him, but he knocked it on anyway, so it'll be a Wigan scrum, head and feed. It was only a little knock on, but a little knock on's enough. But they started this second half, by far the better team, Hull. Wigan needs to get their head in the game, cut out the mistakes. Harvey Hill from the scrum drives it forward. About 35 metres out, centre field, Lehman in at dummy half, spreads it right to Walters. Walters gets creamed. What a good shot that was on him. Doesn't bother him, he just gets up, but he got absolutely nailed there. Liam Byrne doesn't make much ground either. So Wigan still on their own 40. Tyler Dupree can't make any metres there. Still on their own 40. Kieran. Loose pass there. J Field picks it up. Back on his own 40 though. Takes the pass out to Marshall. Then drives it up towards the halfway line. 5th tackle for Wigan. Still in their own half. Kieran. He puts a high kick in. A long kick. Towards the right hand side for Hull. Good return. Eckersley gets the tackle in with Douglas. So Hull are going to be starting roughly just short of their own 30. Can't quite get to the 40 there, Hull. Walters and Zach Eckersley with the tackle. Fash coming towards the halfway line, pushes Farriman back, but he sticks to him. Farriman makes the tackle. Hull just getting over the halfway line now. 5th tackle. I'm assuming they're going to put a high kick in, or they put a high kick in down Wigan's right hand side. Field takes it on the 10, runs infield for 18 yards out there, and it wasn't J Field. It was I couldn't see, the camera was too far away then. Either way, Wigan in possession. Leaning takes the ball from dummy half himself. He's trying to find a gap, can't get put down. Eventually Brad Fash puts him down just short of Wigan's 40. Fielding at dummy half, little pass to Thompson. Thompson's driving over halfway. Offload to Field. Field's breaking free. He's still not put down after an ankle tap. He's put down there though now. Good scrambling defence from Hull. Wigan about 28 metres out. They're coming down the right hand side. Farriman with a little kick into the corner. It's a foot race. Douglas can't get there before it rolls dead. Good scrambling defence there from Hull. Decent play by Wigan. And just too much on the kick from Farriman. He was unlucky really. So it's Hull in possession, 22 metres out, just slightly down the left-hand side. You're going to have to take the tackle there, mate. You run behind you. All right, referee says no, play on. 35 metres out, centre field. Coming down the left-hand side, Hull, over the 40. Tackled by Waters and Farriman. He's putting some tackles in his Farriman today. SASA, almost up to the halfway line. Dupree and Byrne in with the tackle. Coming down the right-hand side now. One pass then straightened up. 45 metres out. And Sember with the tackle. You just feel that Hull, they make the couple of passes and then they straighten it up. I get the feeling they'd just put another pass in, try and get around the edges of Wigan's defence. That's when they look better. 5th tackle, chip kick comes in, Marshall's under it on the 10. I was going to say he took it well, but now it's gone into touch. Has it been knocked on by Hull or by Marshall? No, it's a Wigan ball. So that'll be the handover. And it's J Field, Kieran at dummy half. Little pass to Marshall. Marshall runs infield, then drives it forward. Makes a metre or two there. Just having a look at this kick again. Yeah, it was knocked on by Hull. After Marshall had possession, either way. The referee said it was, and that's what we go with. Walters over the 20. Brad Fash with a tackle. Gets to about 25 metres there. Leeming in at dummy half. Pass to Liam Byrne. Byrne drives it up to the 30. Thought about a pass before that. Then he just put his head down and ran into a brick wall there. Good defence from Hull. Thompson driving it over the 40. Centre field. 5th tackle. Leeming in at dummy half. Spreads it out to Kieran. Under pressure. Gets the kick away though. And that kick's going to land right on the penalty spot. Moy lets it bounce. He's now in his own... He goes behind his own goal line. He now runs out 6 yard. Hits the deck. Don't push him back because you'll give the penalty away. Tyler Dupree in attendance with Liam Byrne. Did well there, Moy. his initial mistake, he made up for it, and Hull will be starting about 8 metres out, I would say. Driven back there, though, by Wigan. They're coming down this left-hand side. Martin there with a good run, almost up to the 30. That'll be 4 tackles completed. SAS drives it up to the 40, but the 5th tackle, so Hull, I'm assuming they're going to be kicking from deep. They do indeed. It's kicked cross field, taken by Field. Little pass there. Oh, I need some glasses. So is that Douglas? It is Douglas. Wigan will be starting about 33 metres out from their own line, slightly down the left-hand side. Marshall drives it towards the 40. He's just short. And Sember, he's going to drive that. Brad Fash gets Sember around his legs. Pulls him down. Good tackle there by the blonde-haired mullet. It's a cracking haircut, that. Thompson, Fashing again with the tackle, brings Thompson down. 5th tackle here for Wigan, so they're going to be kicking from just inside Hull's half. High kick from Kieran. It's going to be taken on in the 6-yard box by Moy. Avoids J Field. He's still going. Oh my word! What a collision! 2 Wigan players there, face to face. They're both down on the floor. Looks like one of them was Marshall, the other one might have been Walters, but Hull make a right horlicks of that. And now it's Wigan in possession, but there's going to be claret all over here. I can guarantee you. It was a full-on face-on-face. It was Wardle and Marshall. Wardle's had his bell rung. Marshall's got claret. I can see that now down his arm. Let's hope he's all right. Physios are on. Referee stopped the play for a blood injury. Wardle's just giving it the old... just checking his jaw. But Marshall's got plenty of claret flowing there. It's been the game for it because in the first half, Cartwright for Hull, he had a full-on collision with his teammates, the top of his head, but right into Cartwright's nose. It was a right mess. He's not coming back, but hopefully he's okay. It was Marshall's getting up. He's got his face covered with a towel. We're just having a look at it again here. Oh, we're just seeing it again in slow motion. Oh, right on his forehead, and as soon as it happened, you saw the blood come straight out. Marshall gives it the thumbs up. He's a tough old boy, is Marshall, that is for sure. He's a friend of my granddad, actually. Yeah, he's going to need stitches. As soon as it happened, before he'd hit the floor, the blood was just pumping out. Yeah, that will need... that'll definitely need some treatment, for sure. So, while that was going on, Hull had given up possession to Wigan. So it's Wigan in possession now, 18 yards out. Leeming, coming down the right-hand side, straightens it up. Gets to the 10-metre line down the right-hand side. Fash with the tackle. 6 again, messing about. Play the ball. Not what Hull wanted, just what Wigan wanted. 6 yards out, almost under the post. Leeming, dummy half. Miss pass there to Kieran. And Sember driving it over. You're not going to stop him. Yep, straight over. You're not going to stop Sember at that pace from there when there's a gap in the line. And that'll be Wigan 14. Hull FC 4. And let's be honest, Kieran's not going to miss this conversion either, because it's just slightly to the left of the post. Junior and Sember, 5th try this season. And as soon as that... There's a bit of a set to here. Bit of a set to behind the goal line. I'm not sure what's happened. The physio's there. She's getting out of the way. I don't know what happened. The Brad Fash might have been involved, it looks like. How unusual. Great rugby league player though. Plays with his heart on his sleeve, doesn't he? Hopefully we'll get a replay of that. It just focused the TV on Nsemba walking away after scoring his try, and you just saw him turn around and then start heading towards the trouble. Yeah, he got the ball about 6-7 yards out. There was a slight gap, just a little bit of a jink, and he was going at speed. You ain't going to stop him. Moy was there, and that's a mismatch straight away. We can breathe a little bit easier now. Although in saying that, it's been against, well, with almost 11 minutes now of this second half. Hull, it's against the run of play because Hull definitely started the better. Yeah, I don't know what was going on. It was quite funny that actually, because in the middle of all these big rugby players was the male physio. So I don't know what was going on. Or he was a football fan and you've got Sky, don't forget Liverpool and Brentford will be kicking off shortly. That's a successful conversion for Kieran as expected. So Wigan 16, Hull FC 4. Slightly flattering to Wigan really. So we're still none the wiser as to what caused all the trouble after the try was scored. Now the referee's just having a word with Field and Brad Fash. Can't hear what's being said, so either way, we move on. 56 minutes gone, Wigan 16, Hull 4. Hull FC, I should say. And it'll be Hull to get us back underway. Goes down Wigan's right-ish, although it's quite straight that, into the arms of Field. Little pass to Burn, he drives it up to, he's about 18 yards out. In fact, he's exactly 18 yards out because you can tell with the football pitch markings. Then Tyler Dupree drives it forward. He's having a little bit of a chat there with someone, Dupree, as he gets up. And Nsemba over the 30. Gets a little bit of a facial there. Gets away with it. Havard drives it up to, makes good yardage after the contact as well. He's still going. Referee calls held. He's up to the 45. Short pass there to Dupree. He's looking for work now. He's after somebody, is Dupree. I can just tell. Fifth tackle. Kieran puts a kick in just inside Hull's half. It's going to land on the 10. Moyes underneath it. Takes a good catch there. Had to reach for it at the final moment. Runs into Nsemba. What a brave lad. Lovely play by the Hull fullback. Although as they spread it left now, Wigan tried the Hull player back and they're starting now from the 6. Blimey! Who was that in the tackle there? Wardle. Should be 6 again really because he tripped the Hull player as he was getting up. Referee says no, so we carry on. But Hull up to their own 30. 4 tackles gone. SASA into Havard. Gets an offload. And they're just over their own 40. 5th tackle. Kicker's under pressure there. Gets it away. Doesn't go very far though. And it's caught by Farrimond about 35 metres out. He goes straight to ground. In at dummy half is Jay Field. Douglas drives it up trying to get to the 40. Doesn't make any ground there though after the contact. Brad Fash makes sure of that. Wigan coming down the left now, straightened up by Walters. Can't get to halfway. Leaning in at dummy half. Spreads it left to field. Fash out the line quickly. Makes the tackle just inside Hull's half now, Wigan. And Sember in at dummy half. Over to Lehman. Farriman floated pass out to Douglas. He runs infield. Doesn't want to be put into touch. Up to Hull's 40. Fifth tackle. Missed pass to Thompson. Farriman passes it to Kieran. Kieran gets the kick away. A high kick. Moy's underneath it. Right. It's not Moy. Can't remember who that is, but he takes it well. Runs infield. Tyler Dupree's come off. Patrick Mago's come on. Hull will be starting on their own 20. Centre field. Looking to go around the edges there. Ran behind his own player. Carried on going, but the ref lets him get away with it. Still going nowhere here, Hull. Good defence from Wigan. Vernon Lehman in the tackle there. Still on their own 20, Hull. 3 tackles gone. Just short of their own 30. 4 tackles gone. SASA trying to drive it up to the 40. Does well. Thompson takes the contact. And SASA gets a fantastic some metres gained there for Hull. They needed it. It comes in along the ground. It goes out to play about 15 metres out. And a good final set there from Hull because they were under pressure. Looked like they were going to be kicking from their own 35, but almost up to the halfway line there with SASA making some metres. So it's going to be the handover to Wigan, like I say, about 15 metres out. Referee makes them start again. Fash not stood square. Right, here we go. Eckersley trying to drive it up to the 30. Just half a metre short. Kieran in at dummy half. Goes right to Nsemba. Nsemba one out rugby. Drives it up. Still going after the contact. He's put down now. Havard. Patrick Mago over the 40. Looking for the offload. He's getting driven back. Puts the offload to Thompson there. Thompson now over the 40. Trying to get to the halfway line. He's downed by Hull. And Sember. Break here for Wigan. Floated pass to the right hand side. Wardle. Tackled at the 10. Looking for a quick play of the ball. Lehman. Goes back right. They've got a man out if they can find him. Don't need him. Farriman with a sidestep over the line. That'll be a try to Wigan. I got caught watching the match then instead of saying what was happening. But that was a good play by Wigan. I thought they were going to spread it out left. Hull thought they were going to spread it out left. They came back on the short side. Had numbers over, but Farriman didn't need anybody. It was Lehman who came back, saw they had numbers. And Farriman, just with a little side step to his left-hand side, beat the Hull defender. I think it was Moy who he beat. And over he went. And it should be an easy conversion as well for Kieran. So you'd expect it to be 22. Wigan. Hull 4. They're looking a little bit tired, Hull now. They've also got issues around not having Cartwright being able to come back on. So it could be a long 18, 17 minutes for Hull. Just in case you're joining us late, Liam Farrell's gone off after a collision with his teammate Wardle. He's going to need some stitches in that head, I'm pretty sure. It was like forehead on forehead. And let's be honest, he's not got any hair that's going to offer any protection, has he? So this kick for Kieran, it's just almost where, on the football field, where the 18-yard length and width intersects just inside. So it should be a pretty straightforward kick. 2 steps forward. Indeed, it does go through, so it will be Wigan 22, Hull FC 4. And if you're a Liverpool fan, or a Brentford fan, we'll be kicking off any minute now. Won't do any scores or anything, but we've got the lineups. Yeah, we'll leave that, because anyone who doesn't want to know, we'll not even talk about that. We're back underway. Havard drives it up to the 25. Wigan trying to come down the left now with Nsembe. He bounces off the first tackle, then he goes again. He's about 45 metres out, slightly down the left-hand side. Barryman in at dummy half. Thompson almost up to the halfway line. Mago over the 40, still going. Brad Bash can't stop him this time over the 30. Good metres made there by Mago after the contact. Little grubber kick comes in from Wardle. Douglas picks it up, but that'll be the handover. About a metre short from Hull's line. Looks like Wardle's come playing over on this right-hand side now. Hull down the short side there, over the 10-metre line. Only just though. Thompson and Farrimond in the tackle. Driven almost up to the 20, but can't quite get there, and they're not making these one-out runs count, Hull. They're getting driven back, if anything. I mean, that's 4 tackles gone, and they're just about 22, 23 metres out from their own posts. They spread it with a long pass left. It's a penalty to Hull. It's not offside. What was it for? Nobody was offside for Wigan, so I'm not sure what this is for. Oh, it was a late tackle by Patrick Mago. Only just late, but only just is enough for the referee, so that'll be a penalty to Hull. Yeah, late contact. They're not going upstairs looking at this, are they? There's no contact with the head. Mago's now walking to the referee. He's called him over. Jay Field's going as well. He's not going to give him 10 in the bin, is he? It was only marginal. It was a late tackle, but he's a big bloke to stop. Yeah, Mago, 10 minutes in the bin. I think the referee, he had his arms out as though, is he saying he didn't wrap her or anything like that? I don't know, but either way, Patrick Mago's gone to the bin. So fortuitously for Wigan, or not, it was only marginal, but that's enough. Referee's made his decision. Can debate it till the counts come home. It's not going to change anything now. So Wigan down to 12. We've got a lead though of 22 points to 4. Hull running it down the right hand side straight away. They started on the halfway line. Little offload there. Liam Marshall's back on with his bandage on his head. Driven back here though, Hull, well into their own half now. They're starting from about 45 metres out again here. In their own half, that is. They still can't get over halfway. Now being driven back by Walters. Driven her back. Now they're coming down the left-hand side. Hull They've got a number, but they don't send it out to the winger. They come back inside, get the offload away. Charles jinks his way to the 10. Forward tackle only. Good tackle by Field, and that's a knock on. Oh, no, they're saying he knocked it back. It went backwards. So Hull, about 3 metres out from Wigan's line. 5th tackle. Slightly down the left-hand side. Which way are they going? Little grubber kick comes in. Too much on it, though. And that'll be a start again for Wigan from their own 20. Oh, no. They're going to give it as a goal line dropout. Marshall's got a little bit of claret coming out already again. Why has that been? Oh yeah, he put his foot through it there. Did Field? Well, he got his toe to it, just to make sure. So it will be a goal line dropout. Kieran with the ball. 68 minutes gone. Wigan leading 22-4 against Hull FC, but Wigan down to 12 men. May go in the bin for 10. So the kick's up to the 40-metre line. It's driven in by Hull. They'll be starting about the 35-yard line. Centre field. Coming down the right-hand side from dummy half. Driven over the 30. Havard and Farrimond, was it? In the tackle. Hull FC trying to get the offload away there. Can't do it though. Well, he's still about 25 metres out. Centre field. There's a man over on the right-hand side, but the pass is poor and it's just going to be more. He's going to get tackled there. Bit of a waste for Hull. Just from a poor pass. They had a man overlap on the right-hand side. Now they come centre field. 18 yards out. 5th tackle. SA plays the ball. They're coming down the right-hand side. Forward pass that. It was a forward pass and it wasn't taken by anyone from Hull, so it goes straight into touch. Poor end there from Hull, really. So that'll be the handover to Wigan. "70 minutes gone. I'm not sure how long Mago's got left in the bin. Probably about 5 minutes, I would say, something like that. Zach Eckersley brings it up to the 20 for Wigan. Centre field in their own half. Spread out to Wardle. Wardle drives it in. 1 out rugby. Brad Fash with a tackle. 25 metres out. Havard drives it in. Hull FC offside. That'll be a penalty to Wigan. I was going to say much needed. Not really much needed, but it certainly helps. They look like they're blowing a little bit as well, do the cherry and whites. Kick comes in from Farrimond. Wigan will be starting on Hull's 40-metre line. Wardle with a little tap. Now they come in left. Harvey Hill driving it forward. Good run there from the number 20. 30 metres out. Kieran ships it left to Nsemba, and Nsemba's up to the 20. Kieran, centre field, thinks about a missed pass there to Harvey Hill, takes it himself, gets an offload to Havard. Pass to Nsemba, took it well. Offload to Havard. Wigan still looking to play it around. Havard just takes the tackle there on the 10-metre centre field. Right under the post, really. Farrimond. J Field bounces off the tackle. Now he comes left. He's just going to have to take the tackle there. Yeah, he does, just takes the tackle. That's the forward. Which way are they going to go? Farrimond, little chip kick over the top, looking for... Oh, he couldn't take it. If Douglas could have took that in his hands, he would have been over the line for his second try of the game. It'd be like buses. He had his first try for Wigan today. That would have been his second. It was a lovely kick from Farrimond. And really, Oh, he should have took that, Douglas. He kind of overran the ball a little bit, put his arms up and tried taking it behind his head. Went through his hands though. But for sure, if he'd have managed to hold on to that, it would have been his second try. As it is, it's ball in Hull's hand. Thompson's come off for Wigan. Harvey Hill's his replacement. Hull up to their own 20. Hill and Sember in the tackle there. Running it down the right hand side now, our Hull. Up to their own 30. Kieran saying there was a knock on there. Touch judge disagrees. SASA drives it up. Makes no yardage there though. Marshall had 8 stitches in his head. Fifth tackle, Hull, kick from their own 40-metre line. It's right down the right-hand side. Jayfield juggles it. Keeps hold of the ball though. Now he's tackled, loses some yardage, but he keeps it safe. They'll be starting from their own 25-metre line, will Wigan. Over the 30. It was a double juggle by Field. Oh, he just got it before it touched the floor. I think that was a knock-on. But either way, Wigan will accept it graciously. Harvey Hill driving over the halfway line. Going down the right with Farriman, fakes the kick. Loose pass to Wardle. Wardle collects it, stays on the ground. He's just in field. Fifth tackle for Wigan. Just over the halfway line. Farriman with the ball, ships it to Kieran. He'll be kicking from his own 40. Big booming kick. It's taken by Hull on their own 10. Little layoff. Straightened up. Tackle will be made up. Get about 25 metres out from their own line there, Hull. So a good play from them. Almost up to the 40. And Sember with the tackle. Getting a little bit more space on our Hull with Patrick Mago serving 10 minutes in the bin. That'll almost be completed as well. 75 minutes gone. Just over the halfway line. Brad Fash down the left hand side. Powers his way over the 40. Brought down by Ethan Havard and Walters. Fifth tackle. They're going to run it, our Hull, up to now. Are they going to put a grubber kick in? No, they're still ball in hand. Going to be wrapped up there though. That'll be the handover to Wigan. 25 metres out. Marshall runs across field, straightens it up. Gets about 28 metres. Scrambling his way almost to the 30. Zach Eckersley, one out rugby here from Wigan. Jayfield's going to get man of the match apparently. Can't argue with that. I think Nsemba has got to go close as well. And Farriman. Farriman actually there, a couple of jinxies away. He's got support with Field to his left. Passes it right to Walters. Walters gets tackled. The ball comes out. And it's Hull in possession. Mayo trying to go down the right. Moyo. Trying to go down the right, but he's tackled. And now there's going to be a penalty to Hull. I think messing about with the play of the ball. He didn't quite get hold of the ball cleanly, Walters, there before he was tackled, and that's why it came loose. So Hull with the penalty clearance up to 35 metres out. It's down their right hand side, and Jayfield is the Betfred player of the match. Full centre field, forward pass there, not given. Brad Fash carries on, gets the offload off, and Hull Not going anywhere, really. Tackle completed by Harvey Hill. And Patrick May goes back on the field, even though it's still showing as though his yellow card's still in effect. I can assure you, it's not. He's back on the field. Sort your graphics out, Sky. On the halfway line, Hull. Still on the halfway line, Hull. Was that a knock-on? It was a knock-on in the tackle. Wigan scrum right on the halfway line. Just over 2 minutes to go. And I think overall, it's a fair result. Hull definitely started the better of this second half, but Wigan seems to have got stronger as the half's gone on. And once again, Wigan's defensive prowess. Wins them again. One out. I was going to say, straight from the scrum, Kieran's chipped it over the top there. And it's Hull's ball, but they're on their own 10 metres now. Obviously a set play from Wigan. Just over a minute to go. Hull up to their own 20, slightly down the left-hand side. And Wigan will go back joint top. That'll be with Warrington and Hull KR. Just 50 seconds to go. Fifth tackle for Hull. They're only on their own 32 metres out. So it's going to be a long kick to come in. Down the left-hand side. Douglas stops it with his foot. Ships it to Jayfield. Bounces off Brad Fash. Then he takes the tackle. 45 metres out from his own try line. Fireman in at dummy half. Douglas drives it to the halfway line there. Laudel up to the 40. 10 seconds to go. Patrick Mago ships it to Kieran. Out to field. Eckersley. And that will be all she wrote. Oh, that final play. Marshall goes into touch there. And all the players look absolutely exhausted. So at the end of that 80 minutes, fascinating rugby league there, great match. Wigan 24. Wigan 22, sorry. Hull 4. They'll go back joint top of the league. As the Super League season continues to roll on. Marshall's still got claret coming out of his forehead, even after having 8 stitches in it, was it? But Jayfield won the man of the match. It's handshakes all round. And the season goes on. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button, ping that notifications bell and give us a thumbs up. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for G for joining us in the chat. Robert Harbison, thanks for checking in, mate. Always good to see you in the chat. And we will be back during the week. We've got Test match cricket coming up on Friday. England continuing against Sri Lanka. Champions League football as well. So if you ping that notifications bell, come and join us at Catch It Live First. I'm Jimmy James. I'll be back with you tomorrow. Have a great Sunday. Enjoy your bank holiday weekend.